Just go ahead and get yourself. I want to say get yourself situated, but that implies employing your head in some organizational capacity that you may have. So the invitation is, yes, get yourself situated, but employ your innate capacity of feeling, listening. So feel your way in. Feel your way in. You might just start with a gentle wriggle and snuggle. Very subtle, very gentle, but enough so you can feel more. You can feel more of what's underneath you, right where you are. Wriggle, snuggle, feel. Where's support happening? Support that you can avail yourself of. Support that you need not manage, control, contrive, or otherwise manipulate. Right where you are, support happens where you are. Support is happening. And the invitation is to drop into where the happening is happening without having to happen it. That's the yoga-ing. Okay, bringing your undivided attention to where the happening is happening. Peace is happening. Where? Balance is happening. Where? And the head would have you look out there in the future. Something to have to achieve and attain. And when you perceive the peace and the goal out there, somewhere other than where you are right now, it sure looks like it's going to require some sort of doing, some sort of efforting, some sort of sadhana to get there. But remember, if you're seeing peace out there, if you're seeing the goal out there, somewhere other than where you feel yourself being right now, that's no different from you holding a stick with a carrot dangling at the end. And you're no longer aware that you're actually even holding a stick. You've been holding this stick for so long. The head has convinced you, whatever you do, do not let go of the stick. But as long as you hold on to the stick, no matter how you can contort yourself, no matter what you contrive, you can sit and meditate, hold on to the stick. You can change your diet, hold on to the stick. You can do yoga a lot, hold on to the stick. As long as you're holding onto that stick, your carrot, no matter how well you execute your sadhana, your practice, no matter how you articulate your concepts, no matter how many pounds you lose on your diet, no matter how much yoga you're doing, as long as you insist and persist in holding onto that stick, the carrot, the peace, the balance, the well-being, carrot will remain just out of reach. But we don't even realize we're holding this stick anymore. It's part and parcel of who we are, what we do, how we do what we do. We've identified with we're holders, we're good holders, we're master holders. So the question might be, a pertinent, relevant question might be curious about this. How does one let go of, how do you let go of something you don't even know you're holding on to? If I'm holding on to a block, it's obvious. Yoga block, it's obvious I'm holding on to it, but as soon as I let go of it, it falls away. The block cannot stay with me. The block's not holding on to me. It's not stuck on me. I'm holding it. As soon as I let go, it cannot stay. It goes away. It's not part of the moment, the unfolding moment. It's obvious with the block. It's no less true, but less obvious with some of these intangibles you're holding on to, your beliefs, your convictions, definitions, all the stuff. How do you let go of something intangible? How do you let go of something you don't even know you're holding on to? It's below the threshold of your awareness. So in order to become aware of it, it's incumbent upon you to stretch beyond just outside your familiar territory, just beyond beliefs, just beyond belief. Beliefs are where? In your head. So as soon as you shift your position inwardly, outside of that busy head place, suddenly the landscape transforms. Right where you are. Same body, no longer holding, different experience. Now, this can sound a lot like an invitation to develop a practice of getting good at routing out, sussing out your holding habits, and then confronting them, trying to convince them to let go. It's a never-ending practice. You might bring your attention to your right hand and relinquish that, but if you're identifying as a holder and staying in familiar territory, whatever you release in your right hand, you'll find a way to hold on to that or something similar in your left hand. Your attention is not there. So it becomes like that pop-up mole game, like squeezing a balloon. You squeeze it here and it pops up there. An endless practice. One that might keep you busy for a long time. Keep you feeling like you're achieving something, getting closer to the goal, perhaps. All the while, you're still holding the stick. So the thing to remember about holding and the way your body works, it's very cool. When your body experiences fundamental support, when your body feels fundamentally supported, when your body knows it's being supported, your body lets go. Naturally, effortlessly, seamlessly, without you having to direct it, control it, contrive it, organize it. It just happens. So again, your job could be simply stated, be curious about where support is happening. Where's the happening, and then like melt into it, snuggle into it, Drop into it, the happening. So you don't have to happen it. It's already happening. You're floating down the river. You've heard this before. You're floating down the river. We'll call it the river of life. You're being buoyantly, abundantly supported. Right next to you is a little leaf floating down the river, also being buoyantly, abundantly supported. You have far greater capacity than the little leaf. Be clear, you have no more authority over the river, but far greater capacity. So at some point, you decide, wouldn't it be fun to start doing something of your own volition? Because you can. You can swim, you can tread water. So you start doing things of your own volition. And as soon as you start swimming and treading water, doing things of your own volition, as soon as you start, something unexpected happens immediately, simultaneously. As soon as you start doing of your own volition, you're contending with the river. And as you're contending with the river, you're still in it, immersed in it. It's still supporting you, but because you're contending with it, you're not experiencing support, you're experiencing something radically different. What's changed? Same river, same you, but you're contending with the very thing that's supporting you, so you won't feel the support anymore. And because you're not experiencing being supported anymore, even though it's happening, you're not experiencing it, so you rush to the conclusion you're no longer being supported where you are. And because you believe that conclusion, based on your experience, see, your beliefs color the world you see, and you experience the world you see. So you're not experiencing yourself being supported where you are, so you try to get somewhere else. Well, when I was upstream, I was being supported, so you try to get there. To no avail, no matter how well you execute your stroke, no matter how fast you swim, no matter what other no matter what else you employ to get you somewhere else, you won't experience being supported anywhere else, upstream, downstream. You try it all. And you look over at that person, well, they're being supported. And that other person, well, they're being supported. And the remedy is very simple. The remedy is let go and allow. Abandon what you're busy doing of your own volition on your own. Abandon that. It's scary. The head has you convinced, whatever you do, don't stop swimming. Don't stop treading water. Don't stop doing things of your own volition because you're in deep water. Is dangerous from the head's perspective. You might drown. So the head presents another proposal, another possibility. Get more proficient. Go over there where they look like they're being supported. Try this, try that, another practice, another this, another that. Where if you simply were to abandon, stop, pause, abandon the swimmer, you'd be instantly buoyed up right where you are. And once again, experience yourself being buoyantly, abundantly supported because you're part and parcel of the river of life. You're not divorced from it. You're not apart from it. You are an integral part of it. Can't be otherwise. Be curious about it. So things that'll help, these are not prerequisites. but they will help introduce contrast to your habituated way of holding patterns, being in your body. So you're familiar with these. Relax the belly. It's simple. It's powerful. Relax your face, your eyes. Give them a rest. Relax your jaw, lightly, gently close your mouth. And invite your tongue to relax off the roof of your mouth. Feel the breath coming in through your nostrils. Feel the breath going out through your nostrils. Bring your attention to the feeling of the breath and feel the breath happening as it's happening without happening it, without intervening, without interceding. Let the breath happen. Let yourself be breathed. Just that much. Without forcing it, without rushing it. When you're ready, invite a big breath in. Simply let it go. Feel the pause. Abide in the pause without holding yourself in it. Feel, listen inwardly. When is your breath starting to move again all on its own, perfectly? Let it happen. A couple minutes. when you suddenly realize you are thinking, swimming, treading water, defaulting back into doing something of your own volition, be grateful for the awareness. Make another choice. Shift your position inwardly. Stop. Where is that? Be curious. Curiosity opens the door for you to experience something more, something beyond what you've habituated yourself to, something just beyond belief, beyond the boundaries within which you've relegated yourself, beliefs, definitions, convictions. Just beyond that. Be curious, just beyond that. Come back to that listening, feeling, listening. Where is that still, quiet place within you where no holding need happen? And within that still, quiet place within you where no holding is apparent, happening, there is movement. The movement of the river. You are being moved, nothing static. Life is movement, dynamic. You don't have to organize it, orchestrate it, direct it, manage it, control it. Being a part of it, celebrating that, your part. By what? By being willing to be the evidence of the movement embodied, the river embodied, through you, as you, uniquely. Through you, as you, uniquely, but not by you. A few more breaths. Okay, a little sound, and then we'll proceed. So the sound that's coming, played with this morning, lots of fun sound. Sound was played with you're familiar with this sound, the SH sound, the sh sound. Now, very often that's used as a directive, like shh, and shut up, shh, be quiet. But instead of that energy, we'll use the same sound, but instead, perhaps envision yourself happening upon a scared child, a scared kitten, a scared puppy, and feel what happens naturally as you happen upon this scared little one and you envelop them in your arms, and what comes forth from you, that sound, and it's accompanied with what? With empathy. It's accompanied with, infused with compassion, with love. Let that come forth from you now, that SH sound. 3 or 4 long exhales, any pitch, tone, any volume. When you're ready, big breath in. Say hello to your breath. See if it feels any different now than when we started. Say hello to your body. See if the usual suspects, the usual holding places, are they still holding? The places that have been speaking to you, have things shifted since we started? Feel the space we're in, same space. We haven't done any special breathing, no posing, yet the space may feel different. In fact, to the extent you've begun yogaing, dropping in without holding on, letting go and allowing, bringing your attention to where the happening is happening without happening it. These things will start to feel noticeably different. So now the practice is resist the temptation to grab the stick again. Resist the temptation to start swimming and treading water again. Trying to be somewhere else, trying to be someone else. Just be you. It's already you. And then play around being you in this shape, in that shape. And continue availing yourself of the support that's being proffered. Right where you are. Drop more fully into where you are. Let peace happen through you, as you, right now, where you are. And then don't abandon that with the belief you're going to get closer to it if you just perform a little more. Let go, allow. Simply receive and have. When you're ready, wiggle the fingers and toes. So you may want a couple blocks today. You may want a blanket. So, don't rush. Don't rush. Find your way into Vajrasana. So maybe you're going to sit on your feet. If it doesn't work for your ankles, if it doesn't work for your knees, straddle a bolster, straddle a pillow, straddle a block. And then when you're in Vajrasana, gently wriggle and snuggle. Snuggle in. You might want some padding, some underneath your shin bones. Now wrist people, maybe you're going to want to block, make fists and put your hands on blocks. Or maybe you just put your fists on the floor. If your wrists are okay, you might have your hands on your thighs. Don't hurt your wrists. So either hands on thighs somewhere, fists on a block or right in front of you. And then just elbows straight so the arm bones start to carry the weight. And as your elbows are straight, your shoulders shrug up above your chin. Drop your chin down toward your heart. Elbows straight, shrug your shoulders in toward your neck. And then gently lean forward little by little by little by little until you cannot lean forward anymore. That's as long as your arms are. Relax the jaw, relax the belly. Keep the shoulders shrugged in. And then very slowly, very gently start to move your chin. Start to move your chin just away from your heart. Start just away from your heart. And feel as the chin is moving, feel as soon as you start to get somewhere where something's happening in the neck and the shoulders, stay there. Breathe there. Breathe there. It's not about seeing how far you get your chin away from your heart. It's where does it start? Where does the action start? And bring your breath there. Invite space right there. Be curious, what are the kinds of things you're holding on to in the neck, in the shoulders, in the jaw, one of our favorite holding places. Maybe the chin proceeds away from your heart. Maybe, maybe not. A few more breaths here. A few more breaths here. Chin up, shoulders up, squeeze, lean on your arms, relax your jaw. And when you're ready, not abruptly, not suddenly, slowly, slowly take the weight off your arms so the elbows bend. The shoulders will drop down. And when your arms are empty, take your hands and flick your fingers with your thumbs. Start to move energy. Any energy that's coalesced is stagnated. And then shake your hand lightly like you're shaking water off your hands. Again, moving energy that may have stagnated, coalesced. Shake your triceps, please. Okay, good. Now, go ahead and when you're ready, put your hands, palms open wide, spread your fingers, turn your palms face out away from each other. So you externally rotate the arms, and then inhale, reach up, look up. Look where your hands come together, way up there. It's around the 8th chakra plane. Exhale, spread the fingers wide as arms return to your side. Let your arms arrive at the bottom of your breath, So a few of those. Inhale, reach up, look up. And as you're reaching up, push with your feet, get light on your seat. And as you exhale, snuggle in, spread the fingers wide, arms return to your side. Let the arms arrive at the bottom of your breath. So move with your breath. Let the movement fill up the whole breath. Inhale, look up, reach up, push with your feet, light in your seat. Exhale, snuggle in. The movement fills the whole breath. The breath fills the whole movement. Just a few more. Real gentle. As you reach up, push with your feet, light in your seat. Exhale, snuggle in. Spread the fingers wide, engaging lines of energy. Next time your hands come up and touch each other up there, keep your hands up there together. And then bring your palms together right in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Anjali Mudra, Namaste. Spread your fingers apart. Careful with your wrists. Turn your fingers toward your heart. So the elbows come up. Let the elbows be about as high as your shoulders. Drop your shoulders down. Pull your elbows back till it feels like a straight line between your forearms. You may have to peel the heel of the palms apart. Don't hurt your wrists. So a couple of these. Inhale, elbows lead the way. Look up, then reach up. Push with your feet, light in your seat. Exhale, palms together. Snuggle in. Namaste. Inhale, elbows lead the way. Look up, reach up. Push with your feet, light in your seat. Exhale, snuggle in. Palms together, namaste. Try again, one more time. Inhale, reaching up. Keep your hands up. Right? Let's go ahead and hook your thumbs together up there. Pull the thumbs apart. And then bring your arms down slowly, slowly. Elbows straight. Elbows straight, bring your arms down slowly, slowly. Pulling the thumbs, pulling the thumbs, pulling the thumbs. Okay, so let's go. As you inhale, pull the thumbs, and let's come up. So inhale, pull the thumbs, push the feet. Inhale, pull the thumbs, push the feet. Exhale, open the mouth. As you exhale, pull the thumbs and come on down slowly. Let the legs, use the legs. Pull the thumbs, engage the lines of energy. Slow, slow, slow. So inhale, pull thumbs, push feet, come on up. Hands up, look up, reach up. Exhale, open the mouth, pull the thumbs. Fingers wrap around the front. Let's bring your thumbs toward each other. So it's like you're pushing your hands gently down just on top of your sacrum. So elbows come back. Now, don't push your hips forward. Instead, we want to lift the heart, lift the chest, as though the shoulder blades are going to lift up. Shoulder blades lift up from underneath. Shoulder blades lift up. Shoulder blades lift up. And then slowly, like lean back a little bit. So like a kangaroo tail, let the legs down there support you. Push down with the feet. Let your heart lift up. Let your heart lift up so you're getting long through the waist, through the torso. Long through the waist, through the torso. And then hold on with your hands. Imagine stretching the skin, the distance longer between your thumbs, and bring your seat toward your feet. Maybe push in with your hands. Come on down. Slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow. Spread the knees as wide as you need to. And then let's just walk your hands forward. Come on into your version of child's pose. Maybe rest your head on a block. Maybe rest your head on the floor. Wriggle and snuggle a little bit. Wriggle and snuggle a little bit. Peel up the heel of the palms. So our hands are reaching way out there. Peel up the heel of the palms. Lifting the elbows, lifting armpits, pushing down with fingertips. Underarms lifting. And then turn your face, glance underneath the left arm. And then back to the center. And then turn your face, glance underneath the right arm. And then back to center. Okay, so lifting under the arms. Let's start to walk your hands to the left. So your belly button's moving in the direction, your torso's moving in the direction to line up right over your left thigh. So your legs are splayed apart. You want to lay down on your left thigh as if. Lay down on your left thigh, hands way away from you. Pushing down on the fingertips, peeling up the heel of the palms, lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits. So you're there. Now look underneath the right arm. Way over at the right knee. You're going to reach there in a moment. Keep your right hand where it is. Take your left hand. Start to reach it underneath your right arm and walk your left hand way over toward your right knee. You may or may not get there. Like you're going to stack your shoulders. Look up underneath your right arm. Be gentle. You might walk your right hand further over to the left. Look up. And then slowly, slowly untwist. Bring that left hand back, arm back. Walk your hands away from you. And then push the floor away from you as you walk your hands back. As you come on up. Come on back to center. Snuggle in. Maybe you sitting on your feet, maybe between your feet, maybe on a pillow, maybe straddling something. Walk your hands out little by little by little by little. Lift under the heel of the palms. Head might rest down or dangle or rest on a block. Lift the elbows, lift the armpits. And then slowly walk your hands right, little by little by little. Little by little by little. Until you line up torso with your right thigh. Like lay on the thigh. Lay on the thigh. See if it's any different over here. Lift under the arms. Look under the right arm, way there behind you. And then look under the left arm, way over at the left knee. We're going to reach there in a moment. So keep your left hand pretty much where it is for now. Take your right hand, reach it underneath your left hand, and with your right hand, start to walk toward your left knee. Like your right shoulder starts to come underneath you, like stack your shoulders, look up underneath the top arm. The left hand can move further to the right or not. A couple of breaths there. And then slowly bring your right hand arm back, right where it started. Lay down on the thigh. And then push the floor away from you as you come on back. Walk your hands in, come on back. Turn toward your center. Maybe sitting on your feet, maybe sitting between your feet. Please be careful with the ankles. Please be careful with the knees. You can sit up on something if need be. If need be. Don't hurt ankles, don't hurt knees. Maybe put your hands on your knees. Exhale around your back. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Pull back with the shoulders. Pull back with the fingers. Inhale, long front. Exhale, long back. And as you round your back, just gently say hello to your feet. Let's actually do this. Let's go ahead and find a block. Go ahead and find yourself a block. And even though it's comfortable to sit between your feet, maybe for you, let's sit on a block. So turn a block, so left to right, flat block, left to right, right underneath your sit bones. So you're up a little higher, so you can feel your sit bones on the block. Feel the sit bones on the block. Let's start there. Right, feel the sit bones. Okay, now, as you exhale, feel the sit bones, tuck the pelvis. Feel you roll to the back of the sit bones. Push down with the feet a little bit so you activate the lines of energy of the legs. And as you inhale, maybe toes push down, heart comes forward. Feel the sit bones on the blocks. Roll to the top of the sit bones, to the front of the sit bones. Heart comes forward. Maybe toes push down. Right? You can support with the arms. Move with your breath now, back and forth. Exhale, push the feet. Round the back. Inhale, heart forward. Push the toes, long front. Long, smooth movement with your breath. Exhale, round back. Push the feet. Engage lines of energy. Inhale, push the toes, long front. You're going to add the arms a few more times back and forth. Exhale, like before, but as you exhale, reach your hands forward, palms to the sky. Inhale, hands reach back, heart comes forward, palms to the sky. Exhaling, hands forward, push the feet, tuck the pelvis, use your legs. Inhale, heart forward, reach back with the hand. Exhale, reach your hands forward, pause there. Hook your thumbs. Inhale, pull thumbs. Come on up. Push the feet. Inhale up. Look up. Exhale, slow motion down. Pull the thumbs. This will be familiar. We were just doing this slow motion. Use your legs. Slow motion, slow motion, slow motion. And come up. Inhale. Push feet. Pull thumbs. Look up. Okay, let's go ahead and unhook the thumbs. Keep your right hand up. You might curl your toes or not. You might have a block behind you. You might curl your toes and put your left hand on your left heel. Or yours might come down further. Or you might use a tall block behind you. Right? Somehow organize it so your left hand is supported. And then reach up with the right hand and start to reach back, like push down on that right shin bone. Reach the top hand, right hand where it's going, look up. Look up. Right? Reach it in front of you more. Watch the right hand, reach in front of you more. And then open the right hand and then reach with the right hand, push down with the left hand, and bring the right hand back and back and back and back and back and back. Watch it go, watch it go, watch it go. Push down with the feet. And watch the right hand come all the way down, maybe on your other heel, maybe not. Push down with the feet, push down with the hands, lift the heart. Right? And then release that right hand and bring it all the way back. Reach it in the direction it's going, big arc. And when it comes in front of you, reach in front of you, pull yourself up. Pull yourself up. Let's flick the fingers, shake the hands. Shake the triceps, shoulders up, chin up, squeeze. And then drop your shoulders. Okay, so maybe curl the toes, maybe use a block or blocks. So let's go right hand, right heel, right hand, right block, left hand, reach away from you, open the palm, reach away from you. And then start to move the left hand in the direction it's going. Start making an arc. Right elbow straight, lean on the right arm, watch the left hand move. Big arc through sky. Big arc through the sky. Go all the way around. Watch come down and might end up with both hands on your heels or blocks. Push down with the feet. Use your legs. And then lean on that right arm. Let go of the left arm and look for it. Make a big arc again. Look for it. Spread the fingers. Big arc. all the way around. And as the left hand comes in front of you, reach away from you and let it pull you up. Let it pull you up. This time, karate chop your hands. Karate chop your hands. Push the hands together. Shoulders drop down. Push the hands together. Spread the fingers. Okay, point your feet. And let's slowly, slowly make sure you got your block underneath you. Slowly, slowly come on down. Come on down. Empty your arms. Wriggle and snuggle. And when you're down, shoulders up, chin up. Maybe lean on your arms for a breath or two. Shoulders down, chin up. Okay, relax the shoulders, make a few circles. We're going to take a couple of blocks. So I want you to lift up off your seat. You've got two creases, the two groins, right where the legs plug into the body. And we're going to take these skinny blocks, put them right on the crease. So half the block is on your thigh, half the block is on your belly. Your block is right in between. Make sure there's space between the blocks for your body. Push the blocks in, let them be flush to your body. And then seat toward your feet. Don't hurt your knees, lay the legs apart. And then slowly hinge forward. So sandwich the block between your thighs, your ribs, and your waist. Fingers out in front of you. Peel up the heel of the palms, push down on the fingers, snuggle in. And as you're ready, walk your fingers forward a little bit. Inhale, lift under the arms. Breathe into where the blocks are. Exhale, walk your fingers forward a little bit. Inhale, lift under the arms. Breathe into where the blocks are. Exhale, walk your fingers forward a little bit. Little by little by little. So a different child's pose, you may end up dangling the head, underarms lifting, squeezing down on the blocks naturally. Breathe into where the blocks are. Glance under the right arm, glance under the left arm. Sometimes let the head just dangle in neutral. Lift under the arms, fingertips push down. And when you're ready, chin away from your heart, look out at your fingers. Look out at your fingers, and then walk your fingers back little by little by little. Push the floor, the mat away from you as you come back, little by little by little. And as you come back, when you're ready, just rest your arms on the blocks. Relax the belly. Relax the belly. Breathe into where the blocks were just squeezing. All that space. Breathe in there. And then remove the blocks. Come on forward. Feel all that space suddenly. All that space suddenly. Okay, go ahead and walk your hands in. If you need to straddle a pillow, do that. Let's take your blocks and put the blocks skinny blocks, parallel blocks, about shoulder width apart out in front of you. Now, you might have the blocks coming closer to you or staying away, so you can play with the distance the blocks are from you. Heel of your palm on the heel of the blocks. Okay, so you have something to push into. Elbows straight, please, so arm bones can carry the weight. We can engage lines of energy. So let's go shoulders up, chin up. Now push into the blocks and lift your long throat. Lift your chin. That'll be inhale. Exhale, and slowly drop your chin slowly. Around your back, push into the blocks. Push into the blocks. Inhale, heart toward the blocks. Elbows straight, heart toward the blocks. And then chin up, push into the blocks. Long throat. Maybe blocks come toward you a little bit. Exhale, around your back. Drop your chin, push into the blocks. You might gently push down to the feet. Inhale, heart toward the blocks, elbows straight, then chin away from your heart, push into the blocks, long front. Exhale, dropping your chin, rounding your back, use the blocks. Keep your elbows straight, now bring your heart toward the blocks. And just lean on your arms, relax the jaw, lean on your arms, relax the belly, lean on your arms. Shoulders up. Chin up when you're ready. Maybe peel the heel of the palms. Fingertips can push down, squeeze shoulders and neck, and then drop your shoulders down. Okay, let's do this. Let's peel up your hips. Okay, pick up your feet. Well, let's just wag your ankles back and forth a couple of times. So we're gonna just jiggle the calves and then let the calves stop jiggling. Pick up one foot, then the other, curl the toes, bring your seat toward your feet. Very gently say hello to the toes. Say hello to the toes. You can use the blocks for support. Peel up your knees, splay them apart. Get on the balls of your feet. Get on the balls of your feet. And then drop your chin, let your back round. Say hello to your back. So don't let the heels touch, so hover the heels. Hover the heels, rounding the back. A couple of breaths here, blocks for support. Now slowly pivot on the balls of your feet. Let the heels go to the left. Glance under the right arm. Keep going, keep going. See if you can organize some yummy little stretch somewhere. Back to center slowly. Don't rush. When you're ready, look under the left arm. Pivot on the balls of your feet. Heels go to the right, look under the left. Going and going and going. Organize something yummy. Come on back to center. Come on back to center. Okay, chin away from the heart. Look out at the blocks. We'll come back to the, well, let's come on over. Walk your blocks in and just for a moment, rest your legs on your skinny blocks. Rest your legs on your skinny blocks and just rest there and take a look. So we're going to take our hands. Imagine you're going to make a picture frame with your thumbs and your index finger. A picture frame. And you're going to put the hands down, looking at that picture frame. You're going to stay on the balls of your feet. The hands can be further out or closer in. Your job is to look at the picture frame, and you want to be able to pivot on the balls of your feet. So we're going to look at the picture frame, and we're going to pivot one way, organize a little stretch, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to pivot the other way. All right? So when you're ready, just take the blocks out, hands somewhere, spread the fingers, make your picture frame, put it right out in front of you, plant the hands. Let the index fingers, knuckles stay down, and let's pivot on the balls of your feet. Knees go left and left and left and left. More or less, look at the picture frame. Knees go left and left and left. Keep your right elbow straight. Let the arm bone carry the weight. Don't let the hips touch down. Twist, more or less. And then slowly, slowly, back to center. Back to center. Feel the consequence of that little twist, the contrast between the two sides. Don't rush. When you're ready, pivot, pivot. Heels go left, knees go right, right, right. Look at the picture frame. Look at the picture frame. Left elbow straight. Let the arm bone carry the weight. Don't let the hips touch down. Look at the picture frame. Look at the picture frame. And then slowly, slowly come on back. Slowly, slowly come on back. Pause there. Pause there in the center. Okay. Now we're going to organize it a little differently. Same deal, but different. So we're going to pivot. Bring your knees to the left. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee and plant the hand. And plant the hand. So you're going to wedge, going to bend the left elbow, wedge the forearm in there so the right knee won't move. And then invite your belly button back towards center. Be careful. Invite your belly button back towards center. Be careful. And then slowly release that knee back to center. Feel consequence. What happened? Invite any space to stay. Whatever you can avail yourself of support-wise, do that. Pivot, pivot. Knees go to the right. Right elbow plants on the outside of the left knee, and then plant the right hand, bend the right elbow, right? And then slowly, as the knee is secure, bring the belly button back. Move the belly button back. Little twist. Please be gentle. Please be gentle. Please be gentle. And then release that knee. Come on back to center. Come on back to center. Invite space. into the waist, into the belly, into the hips, into the thighs. So one more variation may not work for you, but it can be fun. So what we're going to do is imagine placing the long bone of the body, which is the femur bone, taking that bone and putting it on a shelf, taking that bone and putting it on a shelf. So you started, depending on how well you were able to twist last time, you're going to start the same way. So you're going to go one way. You're going to plant one elbow by the knee. Right? You're going to plant the other elbow by the hip. Right? Then you're going to move your hands a little bit forward. You can bend the elbows to make the shelf. And then you're going to lift the hip and place it right on the shelf. Right on the shelf. And then see, if it falls off the shelf, you might fall. So try to keep the leg on the shelf. And if you can twist enough, it's hard in the morning, but if you can twist enough without effort, if the leg is on the shelf, it's no effort. It's no effort because the weight's being carried by the bone. So try one side, try the other side. Plant the elbow on the outside of the knee. Plant the hand. Plant the other elbow on the other hip. Bend the elbows. Lift the leg. Lean forward. Just see what happens. It doesn't have to work, but it might work. If it works, it's kind of fun. If it doesn't work, don't hurt your wrists. Don't hurt your wrists. Try one side, try the other side. When you've had enough, just come on into your version of child's pose and just have a few moments. Just pause. But play with it. Try it. Play with it. Might be fun. Might be fun. Might be fun. And then we're going to play with another little twist. We haven't done this in a while. Now we're going to do each side twice. First time, just step one, each side. Second time, step one, and maybe step 2, 3, 4, maybe, but maybe just step one. So each side twice. So we're going to start on our hands and our knees. We're going to start on your hands and knees, and just take a couple of cat tilt, dog tilts, just on your own. Just gently say hello to the body. Smooth, fluid movement. Inhale, long front. Exhale, longer back. Feel the support. Shift your weight here, shift your weight there. Play around with it a little bit. Play around with it a little bit. Maybe as you inhale, the heel of the palms peel up. Maybe as you exhale, the hands push down. The hips can come forward of your knees or right above your knees or behind your knees. Okay, when you're ready, come on down on your elbows. Elbows and knees, elbows right below the shoulders. So for good measure, wrap your fingers around the opposite arm. So you know your elbows are shoulder width apart. Bounce on your elbows a little bit, and then stop the bouncing. Let the palms face the sky out in front of you. Okay, now let's take the right hand, shift your weight on your left arm, lift the right elbow, take your right hand, put it out to the right, somewhere on the floor. So the right wrist, look over at the right hand, let the elbow be somewhere above the wrist somewhere below the elbow, forearm vertical, kind of, sort of. Right? Then you're going to keep the hips right above the knees. You're going to take your left hand and then point it like over where your right hand is, and then start to walk your left hand and let it go right behind the right hand. Like reach the left hand through the loop there, through the hole. Bring your left shoulder down to the floor, to the mat, and just turn to your face and look where the left hand is reaching, over there. So you're stacking your shoulders, kind of, sort of, hips above the knees. Inhale, easy. Exhale, gently, pushing down on the right hand, turning face toward the sky, maybe navel toward the spine. Inhale, easy. You can, if you need more, you can just reach your left hand a little further away from you. Scooch the left shoulder underneath you a little bit. Exhale, push down with the right hand, more or less. Look up, more or less. Be gentle. Inhale, less twisty. Exhale, a little more twisty. Kind of sort of stacking your shoulders. And then stay in your twisty shape. Play there for a little bit. Just say hello to it. It's early in the morning. Be gentle. Invite space in. Where's support happening? Melt into that. You're still in the river. Let it register with you right where you are. Let go where you are. Let support register. And when you're ready to come out of here, push down with the right hand. So your left shoulder arm just comes off the floor. Pull the left arm underneath you. Hips stay above the knees. Rest your forehead on your left forearm. It might be some distance from you. Hips stay above the knees. And then take your right hand and walk it toward the center of the room. Walk it away from you. So a quarter dog. Right, little shoulder opener. Peel up the elbow. Peel up the heel of the palm. Peel up the armpit of the right arm. Push down with the right fingers. Right, tailbone toward the sky, belly toward your thighs. And then come on up, rest on your elbows again. For good measure, wrap your fingers around the opposite arm and then let the pivot on the elbows, palms up. Right, shift onto your right arm, take your left hand, bring it out to your left. Elbows somewhere above the wrist, somewhere in that vicinity. When you're ready, don't rush. When you're ready, right hand moves toward the left hand, behind the left hand. Bring your right shoulder down to the mat. Rest your head and look where the right hand is pointing. Inhale, easy. Exhale, push down with the left hand. Roll the face toward the sky. Notice if this side is different for you. Inhale, less twisty. Exhale, twisty. Maybe move your left hand. Maybe move your right hand. Try it this way. Try it that way. Feel your way in. Where's more support happening? Step one. As you inhale, make it easier. As you exhale, then explore. Take a breath or two in your exhale shape. And then when you're ready to come out of there, untwist. Push down with the left hand. Slide the right arm underneath you. Hips stay above the knees. Rest your forehead on your right forearm, some distance from you. And then walk your left hand toward the center of the room. Lift the left elbow, the left armpit, the heel of the left palm. Push down with the left fingers. Quarter dog, belly toward your thighs. Lifting under the straight arm. Couple of breaths. And then come on back on your elbows for a moment. Drop your heart, relax the neck, dangle the head. Introduce a very gentle jostle, lightly, subtle, very gentle jostle. And then let the jostling subside. Feel the pause. Feel the pause. Okay, let's do each side one more time. So lean on your left arm, right hand back out to the right somewhere, elbow somewhere above the wrist. When you're ready, reach your left hand behind the right hand. Left shoulder comes down. Look over where the left hand's pointing. Inhale, easy, exhale, twist. So you can stay here the whole time. You may want to go a little deeper. You may want to bend if your shoulders are stacked, or if your top shoulder is further back behind your bottom shoulder. You can bend your bottom left arm and then make a fist with the left hand, put your right palm on top of the left fist so your forearms make a straight line, and that'll give you a little leverage. You don't have to go there, but you may want to. And step two,
If your top shoulder is behind your bottom shoulder, you might want to do step 3, which would mean straighten your bottom left arm, reach it away from you. Take your top right arm, straighten it, and then reach back behind you toward the floor. You could take that right hand and bring it behind your back and maybe slide your right hand on the inner left thigh. Don't hurt anything. You could take your right hand and put it on the floor behind your head. Support. There's more, but just explore it. I can't go there. Couple more breaths. As you're ready to come out of there, just find your way back to step 1 first for a couple breaths. Let support happen, and then slowly, when you're ready, pull the right arm back underneath you. Rest your forehead on your left forearm. Hips above the knees. Walk your right hand away from you. Lift the right elbow, armpit, heel of the palm. Push down with the right fingers. Belly toward your thighs. Tailbone toward the sky. Come on back on your elbows. Drop your heart. Relax the neck. Dangle the head. A little jostle, and then let it subside. So don't rush. When you're ready, side 2, second time, left hand goes left. Right hand reaches behind the left hand, right shoulder to the floor. And you might stay at step 1. It's perfectly legal. It's fine. It may be appropriate. Inhale, easy, exhale, twist. If your shoulders are stacked, or if your top shoulder is behind your bottom shoulder, consider step 2. Step 2 is you bend your right elbow, make a fist with your right hand and put your left hand on the top. So forearms make a straight line. Feel you get a little leverage. You can play there. And as the top shoulder goes further back, if you want to proceed, let go with your hands. Reach your right hand further away from you in the direction it's pointing. Reach your left hand back, left arm back. You can bend the elbow, put the left hand behind your head, or bring your left arm behind your back and then just tuck the left fingers on the inner right thigh. Or just stay in step 1. When you start to come out of there, slowly feel your way back to step 1 or some version of it. Pause there. Get support, allow support, let it happen, and then proceed. Pull the right arm underneath you. When you're ready, hips stay above the knees. Rest your forehead on your right forearm as you walk your left hand forward. Lift underneath the left arm. Push down with the left finger. Belly toward your thighs, tailbone toward the sky. Quarter dog. And then find your way back on your elbows. Back on your elbows, relax the neck, dangle the head. And then seat toward your feet. Come on into your version of child's pose. Empty. Okay, walk your hands in. Walk your hands in. Now let's just come on onto your back. Come on onto your back. Make sure your sandbags, maybe your pillows handy. Feet flat, seat toward your feet. And then come on down on your back. Feet flat, knees bent. Have a breath or 2 or more, just letting support happen right where you are. Jostle a little bit without lifting your hips. And then let that subside. When you're ready to proceed, scoot your hips to the left a little bit. And then hips go left a little more, just a little bit. And then a little more. So hips are going left, left, left until the left hip is actually off the floor. Just the right hip is on the floor. Just the right hip. Then pick up your feet. Cross your left thigh over your right thigh. Twisted root. If you have the anatomy for it, hook your left toes on the inner right ankle. Otherwise, forget about that part. And now bring your knees, knees, knees all the way over to the right, all the way to the floor. Maybe a sandbag on your top of your left hip or left thigh. Maybe one, maybe more than one, maybe two. You got two. You can look. You might have your right hand on the top outside of that top knee. You might look to the right. You might look to the sky. You might need a pillow. Your left hand might reach toward the wall behind you, or way out to the left, or simply rest the left hand on the ribs, invite the elbow toward the floor. Don't make it too intense, please. Little twist. Don't make it too intense. Some of the time, push your head down. Some of the time, relax. Breathe. Invite the breath. Unfettered access to the whole body. Especially where the action is. Especially where the action is. Smooth, long breaths. Okay, if you've hooked your feet, essentially stay where you are, but just unhook your feet and feel the contrast. Essentially stay exactly where you are, just unhook the feet if they're hooked. And just feel the contrast. And if your legs are twined, essentially stay where you are, but simply untwine your legs and feel that contrast. Again, sandbags can stay on the hip, on the thigh, on the knee. Just untwine the legs, a couple of breaths, feel the contrast. And then go ahead and slough off the sandbags, so remove the sandbag so they're not in your way. Once you have no sandbags, take your right hand, put it on the outside of the left knee, the top knee, push the hand into the knee so the knee has something to squeeze into. And keep squeezing the knee into the hand as you're going to start to move the left knee, sweep it across the sky, it'll carry you back on your back. I'd like you to move the knee as you exhale with your mouth open. So big breath in, and then when you're ready, open your mouth, exhale, push the knee into the hand. All the way onto your back, go slow. When you find yourself back on your back, invite your hips back to center. And while we're here in center, just for a moment or so, take one of the sandbags and just place it right across your diaphragm, right across the lower ribs. Just breathe in there. Let the sandbag rest right in the lower rib cage. Just breathe in there. Breathe in there. Space. Now do this gently, slowly. Let the hips scooch to the right a little bit. And then the hips scooch right a little bit more. And then the hips scooch right a little more, little by little, until the right hand is off the floor entirely, just the left hip on the floor. And then pick up your feet, cross your left thigh over your right thigh over your left thigh. If you have the anatomy for it, hook the right toes on the inner left ankle. And then bring your knees all the way to the left. You put a sandbag on the top of the outside of the top right hip. and or thigh, 1 or 2 sandbags, maybe even a pillow. Maybe even a pillow. You can touch your legs up closer to you. You might look to the left, you might look to the sky. The left hand can rest on the outside of the knees there, top of the knee. You might look left, you might look to the sky. Notice how different this side is. Be gentle. Your right hand arm can reach toward the wall behind you. It can rest on your rib cage and bite the elbow down. You can reach the right hand way out to the right. Sometimes make it less twisty and then melt into what's supporting you. Smooth, long breaths. What happens if you push your head down, engaging lines of energy through your torso? Maybe you're going to squeeze the legs together, feet together. Maybe you're just going to empty. If you have your feet hooked, essentially stay where you are, simply unhook the feet and feel the contrast. Without the feet hooked, couple of breaths. If you have your legs twined, essentially stay where you are, but untwine the legs and feel the contrast. Couple deep breaths. Space in the sacrum, space between the vertebrae. Just invite it, allow it. Your breath is staying. Invite it, allow it. Don't withhold breath from any part of a single cell of your body. You don't need to direct your breath, just get out of the way. When you're ready, don't rush it. When you're ready, just shuffle the sandbags off, or otherwise get them out of the way. And then give your top knee, your right knee, something to squeeze into your left hand. Provide ample, sufficient resistance with your hand. And then you're going to move as you exhale with your mouth open, sweep the knee across the ceiling, across the sky. Big breath in. All the way on your back, slowly, slowly. Gently bring your hips back to center. And again, maybe place a sandbag right across the bottom of your rib cage, right over the diaphragm. And let it rest there. And breathe. Let it rest there. And breathe. You might want the other sandbag on your sternum. You might want the other sandbag on your down by your pubic bone. You might want one sandbag on each hip bone. You might want one sandbag on each shoulder. You might not want to avoid the sandbags at all. You might want to cross your legs and rest your crossed legs on a pillow. Or you might want to put the pillow underneath your hips and support your hips a little higher than your heart. So without thinking, just open yourself up to being moved and be curious to, for no apparent reason, uncover and discover something really yummy, something really yummy. Maybe employing sandbags, maybe not. Maybe resting on your belly, sandbag on your sacrum or behind your heart. Allow space. Allow space. Allow support. Allow space. Allow support. Allow the river to support you right where you are.
So that. Allow. I authorize my body to release whatever is no longer needed to its perfect functioning. I authorize my body to release whatever is no longer needed to its perfect functioning. Whatever is no longer needed to its perfect functioning, whatever is not of the moment, is no longer pertinent, relevant. You can abandon it, relinquish it, let it go. I authorize my body to release whatever is no longer needed to its perfect functioning. And I withdraw any prior, conscious or unconscious authorization to the contrary. I simply let it go. I let go and allow that I might receive and have. Thereby moving into a perfect affinity with the natural way of being, my being. I let go and allow that I might receive and have, and thereby drop into a deeper affinity and alignment with the movement of being, the natural way of being in this body, on this planet, and be the expression, the evidence of this embodied. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for joining on the internet. For those of you who are joining, namaste.